that when these parents are picking up their kids, they're everywhere, because I was one of those people. So I understand time. Stay with me. I understand the temperature of the day. I understand the busyness of how life works, because I at one time was in that space. So being that I know that that space exists for those who are in that space, I do try to avoid it on purpose. Now, with my happy self, I decided that the rules that I know exist for something that I've already started, been through, and have mastered, I decided that those rules were going to change for me on one day. This is how we are. The rules or the principles or the desires or the instruction, it don't connect to me today as it did before. Now, God will speak to us, and we can choose, if we wanted to, in our own space, that God's desires, God's word, God's expectation, his wants don't apply to me today. And so I decided that I'm going to change what already is in the atmosphere happening, with or without me. It's happening. And so I said, I'm going to go to the store around 2:30 or 3 o'clock, when everybody in America is getting let out of school. High school first, 2:30. And then, junior high or high school at 2:30. And then the following schools, and I believe elementary will be last. But there are some hours in a day you just don't want to be in the streets where there are school buses. Okay, this is me making it work for me when I already know the principles of going where I needed to go in the morning. I've been doing it for years. But no, not this day. This day I decided that the rules of the atmosphere did not apply to me. Because I wanted to do something else. I'm going to let that teach you. I wanted to do something else outside of the laws that was already established. So I'm going to play and gamble with said truths that exist. I'm a gamble. Somehow on the day when I don't want to do what I'm supposed to do, everything is going to be held up on my behalf. Ask me, did it happen? No. I went to the place I was supposed to go. And when I walked in the place that's usually not busy, I'm like, why are these lines here? Now, I already wanted to do something else. And because I wanted to do something else, as opposed to following the law or the instruction that I know exists for what I wanted, I ended up getting caught in the traffic of life. I went into the place and I was clearly aware that I had missed my timing. Yeah, let it learn you something. Let this learn you something. I knew ahead of time that I was putting my desires before what I needed. And I gambled with my desire before what I needed to do. Not what I wanted to do, it's what I needed to do. And when I got to the place of I'm at a precipice of I need this now, I got to the place where I needed to get, and that's when I knew I was off. I was correct, but I was off in my timing. Now, some of us, not y'all, surely, have never, ever, I'm sure, heard God say, do something now. And you decide, I'd rather do something else first. If I can just get this out of the way, if I can just accomplish this first, if I can get my money right, if I can get my relationships right, if I can finally get the job that I want, if I can get my body together, this is a real thing. If I can get my hair together, listen, I just want to afford to be able to go out when I want. If I can get that part of me together, then God, I'm going to do what you asked me to do, because see, I'm going to be a together version. But I promise you, when you get to that place where it's like, I'm ready now, and you get to that place where you need to be, you're going to find out in that moment that your timing is off. And if you've ever obeyed God late, and in that second you're like, I am behind. No, don't admit it on here. Admit it in your prayer space. Don't tell me, because I can't help you. I can't help you. In that moment, your whole inside says, I'm late. Yes, I'm behind. I've missed the season. The door is closed. And now I got a choice. This is the choice I had to make. In that moment of getting what I needed, stay with me. In that moment of me getting what I needed, I had it in my hand. And I'm already aware that I'm late, I'm behind, and I'm out of season. My timing is off. Yet I'm still clear on what I need to do. I got what I needed, and it wasn't much. It was just 2 things. But I was in a trespass because I saw people with a lot of things in front of me. In that moment, this is not y'all. I know it's not you. But if it is you, let it learn you something. I went and got what I needed to get. And on my way to waiting, I had to make a decision. Am I going to wait knowing that I'm late, behind, and out of season? Or am I going to forfeit this altogether because I ain't got time to wait? And in that moment, I'm going to tell you what I chose. I did not have the time to wait because I already had to be somewhere else by a particular time. And wisdom is just talking to me in this moment. You decide if you're going to stand in that line, because you never were supposed to stand in the line. You're only behind because you didn't obey what you knew you should have done in the first place. Because this is what you should have. You've been doing this thing this way this whole time. And you going to change the rules for you because it was something else you wanted to do. I said, okay, I hear you. Now you make the choice, Bridget, if you are going to stand in this line and wait till it's your turn to receive what's already yours. It's not like I didn't have the money. It's not like I didn't have the means. But because my timing was off, I didn't feel I had enough time to stand and wait and fester in the fact that I'm behind, I'm out of season, and my season is off. I did that. Now, this is the thing. I made a decision. Listen, and this is sometimes why where we at. I made a decision to abandon the products altogether. And because I abandoned my reason for being there, which was right and good, I made a choice to abandon because I felt a kind of way because I was late. I was wrong and I was out of season. So in my self, that's not you, but in myself, I said, listen, if you've ever said this, you should understand. I don't have time for this that I'm getting doesn't have a value enough for me to wait to have it. I have it, but there's a process by which, in order for me to completely own it, I decided I didn't have time for the process necessary to have it in my possession. But it belonged to me before I went in there. Now, if you are at a place in your life where you still don't have the product you should have from God, if you feel you still don't have the relationship that you were supposed to have before from God, if you still don't have the understanding that you know you're supposed to have from God, if you still don't have anything that He has already promised you that belong to you, and it's all this time and you don't have it, it's because you misinterpreted the atmosphere. You thought that you could gamble and that it will wait on you and it'll be available anytime you want it. And when you finally got to a place in your life where God, I surrender all, and you find out there's others in front of you, and now you got to wait longer than you would have ever waited if you would have done it when He told you. And because we are impatient, we forfeit our purpose altogether. We forfeit it. And we live like we actually have the product and we really don't. We live like we have a relationship with God at a high level and we don't. We live like everything is okay between us and God and it ain't. We live like we are not behind, when what you have to do is in that moment of trespass, when you recognize I'm late, I'm behind, and I'm out of season, you have to learn to say, no matter what I miss, I'm going to wait until I receive completely what He had for me. That does mean that anything that you planned on before, scratch that. That's true submission to the fact that you missed the opportunity. Now, me missing that opportunity and I forfeited it because where I was already planning to go was more important than me having what I thought I needed. You know what it did? I got to where I was going, but I was not able to complete the task because I did not get what I was supposed to get. So it made me even more late. So I say this. If you are at a place, you must admit this though. You can't act like it's not happening. If God has instructed you, you must be able to say, God told me to do this and I thought that I can do this. Whatever the matter is, whatever the situation is, make sure that you understand what choices you made. Don't say, I don't know why I'm not. You know why you're not where you ought to be. You actually know the details of why you are where you are and why you're not where you ought to be. If you ever say, I'm not sure why God not, that's not true. I didn't want to call you a liar. That's just not good grace. But you're not telling the truth. And the only way God is going to heal and deliver you in your waiting is if you admit, I should have done this, I should have done that, and I should have done that. And this is how God gonna make that line move quicker. Because after I left, I felt all in my being, if you just would have got in line, the line was gonna move quicker. But I judged the line and forfeited the whole thing because I looked at the line. Now, I can't even go back and get it. I can't fix it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to utilize what I learned and teach others. So therefore, even though I missed that opportunity with a decision, because I missed the season, I was aware and I made a conscious choice to do something else that wasn't even wrong. But it did put me behind. And so anything I'm hustling for, like, God, I need you to help. I'm like, I did so much work today because what? I'm behind. Say less. No complaints, ma'am. Deal with it. Deal with it. Okay? So I hope y'all were able to get something from that, and that you are more keen to listen to what the Holy Spirit is asking of you, expecting of you, and what you know He wants you to do. Do not gamble with that as if He's going to save it for you. He's not. He don't have to. He's not obligated to. Yeah.